What is good, YouTube? And today we're just going to be talking about the banners that are currently running in Epic 7 because we do have two very good banners that are currently running, and also because they might be bait banners. We might have things coming in the future, or maybe one of these characters are actually available already for free. So currently we're featuring Laia and Tamarin. Tamarin's banner doesn't really count because she is the character that you can get for free. The only thing you really should be interested in is Idol's Cheer, or I guess maybe Tamarin copies for memory imprinting, but there's not really a reason to because we don't have ML Tamarin and she's not that good. But Tamarin is very easy to get. You just go to Hero, you go to Recruit, and if you go to Connections, you'll be able to recruit her just by doing all of these quests here. And these side stories, even though they might be hard to get at first, all you guys have to do is actually go to unlock it in the special side stories book of memories, and by unlocking it, which is this one right here, you just play through it and you'll get Tamarin for free. So it's an easy way to save on your bookmarks. So Tamarin's banner definitely not really worth going for. Idol's Cheer is not that great of an artifact currently. It's pretty niche, so you could buy it if you want, but 240 powder, I'd probably skip on it. Now we're just going to talk about the big banner here. It's the limited banner featuring Laia. Now, Laia is a pretty strong unit. When she first came out, she was probably the best character in the game, and that's because she has this S2 that dispels debuffs, pushes your entire team up by 25%, which is insane. And you also decrease skill cooldowns of all allies except for the caster by 1 turn. So she was very good when Noggle and Liia, very powerful openers that, increased your cooldown, were very strong openers at the time. They've fallen out of the meta, so she's definitely lost some value, but still as a character very powerful because you don't need Liia or Noggle in the game to utilize this decreased skill cooldown. Basically, if your characters use their skills first and then Laia S2s after, you will decrease the skill cooldowns of their abilities, which makes her very strong with certain characters that are really good at abusing very powerful skills, notably like Death Dealer Ray, Conquer Lias. There's a ton of characters that are very powerful with this, even like a Mort. Just very annoying to deal with teams that can not only cycle quicker with her, but also get their skills off cooldown even faster. Next, we have her S3. So her S3 is a very powerful ability. This starts on cooldown, similar to Tamarin. Basically, the way that this works is that when you actually use this, you're going to single target attack something, do a ton of damage, and if you kill an enemy with it, you will actually heal yourself and get an extra turn. If you soul burn this is going to hit for like 20,000. Pretty insane. Just stack her with full health. Just makes her very powerful. And it's very easy to build her because you don't need effect resist, because even though you think that you might want some on her because of her S2, you're going to see that she actually doesn't need it when we look at her artifact. Next, we have her S1, single target attack, pushes herself up, and also you'll actually dual attack from a random ally. Very strong S1. You're pushing yourself very quickly. You are also dual attacking, which is very powerful. And if you stack her on a lot of health, this hits decently hard on her own. But yeah, this S3, very strong, 6-turn cooldown, essentially a 3-turn cooldown, because when this is on cooldown, your skill cooldown is reduced by 1 turn. Very weird wording, but it's the reason why your S3 and your S2 have these like long cooldowns, because they're essentially halved of what they are. So yeah, very strong unit. She gets countered very hard by injuries. She gets countered by like Midnight Gauleus, and she can actually get countered by Cleave pretty easily as well. Just very fast openers because her base speed isn't the highest. But basically all you build her on is high health, high speed, and defense, and she's good to go. You don't need effect resist because of her artifact. So this is probably the best thing available right now. You get this artifact that gives her increased health. Very good. A lot of warriors scale with health, so this will give them a ton of health. And also, at the start of your turn, you have a chance to decrease debuff durations by 1 turn. And this will actually go every 3 turns. And if you max this out, you'll see it's 100%. So you don't need immunity set. You don't need, cleansers on your team. If you have a warrior that really does well with high health and wants a way to cleanse, you can use this on them. Fire Ravi is a good example. Even like Apocalypse Ravi is a good example. A ton of characters that make use of this very well. One of the best artifacts in the game. So, I think this artifact for sure you're going to want to buy a copy of, at least one you want to buy, and if you want to summon for more, it's really up to you. And Laia herself, very powerful unit, but keep in mind that there is some drawbacks summoning for it. Now, Smilegate did say they're releasing a collab in the next month or so, and that collab, whether it be a new one or a rerun, is going to feature characters that you're probably going to want to pull for, because collaboration units, very, very rare, very limited, more limited than these limited banners, and they have a chance to not come back, right? We have some characters from collabs that haven't come back yet, like the Espa collab with Ikarina and stuff like that. So you have to be very careful with your bookmarks, right? If you don't have a lot of bookmarks saved up, you probably want to skip Laia. I can't believe I'm saying this. You probably want to skip Laia because we do have collabs coming, and probably just buy this artifact in the Powder of Knowledge shop for 240 powder, I believe. Very, very worth it, I'd say. Tamarin banner you can just ignore altogether, but the Laia banner, it's a big bait banner, and usually when Smilegate reruns these very powerful units or artifacts, they do it right before like a big collab, because they want you to spend your bookmarks and then be out of bookmarks for the collab, which has even better stuff, so you spend money on the game. So her artifact definitely would give it like a 10 out of 10, super strong in PvP, and then her as a unit, I'll give it like a 7 or 8 out of 10. Not as broken as before, not required, but still very strong and a unit you can use. Yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you guys are summoning for this banner, and also let me know, what collaboration you're looking forward to rerun or potentially a new run of in the future. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next video.